Welcome back! Again, I am sharing pages 8 and 9 on my December documented album, and today this is the back page of the pockets that I created in my last video. And this was documenting a visit from my daughter's birth mom and her daughters, so my daughter's sisters. My daughter was adopted at birth, and we have always had an open adoption, and so this is her birth mom, and now she is holding her grandson, Cody, who is also my grandson, Cody. And we just all consider each other family because we have always just kept in contact with each other, and it's always just been a great open relationship. And if you have the right circumstances, I would always recommend having an open adoption. It was and has been and still is a fabulous experience that we've all been through. And so this picture, I'm documenting Grandma Jessica and her and Cody just hanging out in our living room. And then we were waiting for Firetruck Santa to come. And so all the kids came dressed up in their Santa gear, and they got there extra early, so when Santa got there around 10 o'clock, we could all run out and wave and say hi to him. So let's see. So this 4x6 card, I am using the Peppermint Kisses papers again. And the letter stickers that spell out Grandma Jessica, that those are from my stash. I believe they're probably an old set of simple stories that came off of a big 12x12 sticker sheet where they used to have like a little alpha, bigger alpha, and then some of the coordinating stickers that went with whatever collection it came from. So when I have these little tile stickers, instead of lining them up where I think I want them to go, I find it easiest to go ahead and put them on like a small strip of paper like I'm showing you here, and then I can just move all of the letters around at the same time and then just glue down that entire strip of paper versus each one of those little tile letters. And I've just found that that has been so much easier for me. When I like to audition where things are going to go, you can check spacing. So here I'm just going to snip off the extra, and you can't even tell that that little strip is back there. And now I can just move it around as one big word, like it just came that way. So now I'm going to do the same thing with her name, Jessica. And once I get that done, apparently I stuck my letters to the wrong side of my sticker sheet because some of the adhesive did stick on there. And so I did, when I glued those to my 4x6 pocket, I did try and make sure that those were really stuck to that scrap piece of paper there. However, it will help that it is inside of a pocket page versus outside, so I think it'll be just fine. But here I am just kind of moving it around, get the spacing how I want it to, and then I kind of want each of those to just barely tuck underneath that nutcracker there. And so I'm going to go ahead and get that spacing and go ahead and add my liquid adhesive and get each of those stuck down there. Sorry about my head again, but it just helps so everything gets on there good and straight. And again, you can see that full strip of paper, just sticking it all down, or putting the liquid adhesive on, and getting it all lined up. and you never even know that that strip of paper is even back there. And all my letters are lined up straight. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish decorating that blank spot towards the top. I had this die cut that actually goes all the way across. However, you know, I didn't need it to go either on top of the picture, so I went ahead and just made my die cut work for me. So I cut it in half, and at first I was just gonna use half of it, and I decided to cover up where it connected up with the picture and the die cut with another die cut, but I was gonna go ahead and pop that up on a small piece of foam, so that's what I'm adding here. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my liquid glue, get that stuck down. And so then I decide that instead of leaving that other half, that it still feels kind of blank between that top banner and the lower banner. So, I guess first I decided to go ahead and put this banner here on the side to kind of cover up the toys on the floor that were kind of a distraction from the overall picture. And it just, it says, "Hey there, big guy." And so here's where I decided to go ahead and try and fill in some of that gap between the top banner and the lower title section on my card. And first I thought, well, maybe I'll try and tuck that underneath, and it wasn't going to work, so I just went ahead and stuck it on top. I did manage to get that side to stick underneath the picture, and I just went with it. And so cut off the little bits that stick off the edge, and we are done with that card. And so now I move on to the top cards, which essentially I just back the photos in, looks like the green plaid picture or green plaid paper, and then put it on the 4x6 or 4x3 cards that I cut from the pattern paper, that lighter green color. And I didn't end up adding anything else to those, but this is a picture, as I explained, that these are Hope's sisters, Hannah and Brittany, and they were just being goofy in their Christmas attire when we got back from seeing Firetruck Santa. So I'm just going to go ahead and I do decide to mat those pictures with the green plaid. And since they're going to be inside of the pocket pages, I did just use the tape runner and didn't feel the need to go ahead and add the liquid glue as well. I do tend to trade off. You know, sometimes it's what is handy as far as for my adhesive, and other times I have a reason for why I choose to use the adhesive that I did, and sometimes you just never know. So but probably for this reason, it was just because it was going to go into a pocket page, and I knew that they would be secure enough in the pocket with just the tape and no additional assistance to make sure that they were going to stay adhered together. Alright, so here again I am adding these cards to the back side of page, let's see, 7 that I created in my last video. And again, I just like to stick them together so they don't slide around within that pocket page, because you can cut the pages just a little, or like the papers that you're going to use inside those cards a little bit bigger if you want to, but if you stick with the 4x6 and the 3x4 exact sizes, there is a little bit of wiggle room within there, so those cards can slide around a little bit and show bits and pieces of the back side of your page that you may or may not want to see. So there is my finished pocket page, And now we're going to move on to my next page. And so this red polka dot was a leftover foundation page that came with a red Simple Stories snap binder, and I didn't use it within the album last time. I think I used that snap album for a past Christmas album, but didn't use this particular foundation page. And so what I decided to do was, oh, here I am refilling my tiny attacher. With more staples, I created a tag with this picture of Cody waiting out in the very, very cold, waiting for the fire truck to come by with Santa on it. And so I decided to create a pocket for that tag just by, looks like I've got a, oh, here, I'm going to show you. It is Summer Vibes, or no, Island Vibes. My favorite brewery is just down the street, and they actually can their own beers, and so that is a new one that just came out the other day, so I thought it would help bring an island vibe to my cold wintry day while I'm working on my Christmas album here. So again, back to my page, I created a pocket behind this entire 4x6 picture, and now I'm just adding these decor pieces. I have this little tag that says, or a ticket that says believe, and I'm just matching it up underneath to see where I want that to go when I put down that foam sticker with Santa and his gifts. And then I have this other banner that says Holly Jolly Time. And again, just checking my spacing before I stick it down. There we go. And now I'm just going to take off that foam sticker and add that on. And now I know that everything is right where I need it to be because I used that clear leftover sticker for all my spacing. And let's see, oh, I had that leftover a little bit, so I decided to stick that there along the edge of the photo. And let's see, auditioning a couple things, but what do I end up adding? Oh, this here, it says Happy Time, little black word strip there, and then I had a couple of chipboard. I had a star and these little peppermint starbursts that have been in my stash forever, and so I decided to go ahead and get those on a page. Oh, another drink, cheers. And oh, here's where I'm adding those two little peppermint. I'm kind of moving around. Do I want to put it here, there? And so I do decide to kind of have them trickle down from that Holly Jolly banner. And so there's the bigger one, and then I'm looking for the other one. And again, it's a kind of a small piece, so get it within my tweezers and decide, do I want it there? Nope, I don't, so I wipe off the glue, and there we go. It goes right there, and there's the end of that page. So then I decided to try and sew on this pom-pom trim, and it was kind of a disaster. So it's not sewn on very straight, but it is on there and it looks okay. So here are some close-up pictures, and if you wouldn't mind, give me a like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.